Jungkook nervously clutching his bag, walking through the bustling corridors of the university, his first day making him feel both excited and anxious. Lost in his thoughts, he suddenly bumped into someone, Taehyung catching Jungkook's arm to steady him, a small smirk forming as he looked at the flustered boy. "Hey, are you okay?" Jungkook shyly looking up, his big doe eyes meeting that person's intense gaze. "Why yeah, I'm fine. Sorry about that." Him still holding Jungkook's arm, noticing Jungkook's cuteness and the way his voice trembled slightly. "I haven't seen you around before. Are you new here?" Jungkook nodded, his cheeks turning a faint pink. "Yes, it's my first day," Taehyung letting go but keeping his eyes fixed on him. "Welcome then. I'm Taehyung. Come on, let me introduce you to my friends." Jungkook hesitating for a moment but eventually nodding, following Taehyung down the corridor. Leading Jungkook to a sunny spot on campus where a group was lounging, Taehyung gesturing to the group, "This is Namjoon and Jin." He pointed to a tall, intellectual-looking guy with dimples and a cheerful, motherly man who waved enthusiastically. "They're a couple." Jungkook blinked in surprise but smiling softly. "Oh, I guessed so. They look good together." Taehyung smirked, leaning slightly closer to Jungkook. "We'd look good together too, don't you think?" Jungkook flustered, his face heating up. Huh? Taehyung laughed lightly, patting his shoulder. "Relax, I'm just teasing," but his heart skipped a beat because he wasn't entirely joking. Taehyung continued, pointing to another pair. "That's Yoongi and Jimin. They're dating too." Jungkook glancing at them, noticing how Yoongi's stoic demeanor softened whenever Jimin spoke. "They seem really happy." Jimin grinning, nudging Jungkook. "And what about you? Any love interests?" Jungkook shook his head quickly, feeling overwhelmed. "No, nothing like that." Taehyung watched him closely, a spark of curiosity and affection already growing. Over the next few weeks, Jungkook became more comfortable around the group. Taehyung, however, made it his mission to spend as much time as possible with Jungkook, often finding excuses to sit next to him or walk him to classes.
One day Taehyung catching Jungkook studying alone in the library asked, "Mind if I join you?" Jungkook looked up, smiling shyly. "Sure, I could use some company." Taehyung leaned closer, his voice low. "You're really something. You know that?" Jungkook confusingly asked, "Something?" Taehyung chuckled, "Yeah, something special." Jungkook looked away, his heart fluttering.
One afternoon, Taehyung saw Jungkook leaving the campus with a handsome, confident man. Taehyung's heart sank, jealousy bubbling up. Who is he? He thought, assuming the worst. The next day, Jungkook introduced the man to their friends. "This is my brother, 𝒲𝒽𝓃. He just returned from abroad after finishing his studies." Taehyung stood at a distance, feeling both relieved and slightly embarrassed for his assumptions. Jimin noticed Taehyung's mood and teased him. "What's up with you? Jealous of Jungkook's brother?" Taehyung glared at him but not denying it. "Shut up, Jimin." Jungkook invited everyone to a welcoming party for 𝒲𝒽𝓃 at a cozy cafe. Taehyung arrived early, his eyes scanning for Jungkook. Taehyung spotted Jungkook laughing with 𝒲𝒽𝓃, feeling that pang of jealousy again but masking it with a smile. Jimin leaned toward Taehyung. "You should tell him how you feel, you know." Taehyung sighed. "What if he doesn't feel the same?" Jimin smirked. "Trust me, he does." Later that evening, Taehyung finally found Jungkook alone on the cafe balcony. Taehyung stepped closer, his voice soft. "Cookie, can I tell you something?" Jungkook turned to him, surprised by the serious tone. "Of course, Taehyung." Taehyung took a deep breath. "I like you, more than just a friend." Jungkook stunned for a moment, then smiling shyly. I like you too." Taehyung grinned, stepping even closer. "So, does this mean you're mine now?" Jungkook laughed softly. "I guess so." Taehyung leaned in, pressing a gentle kiss to Jungkook's lips, sealing their newfound relationship. As the weeks passed, Jungkook and Taehyung's relationship blossomed. Their friends cheered them on, and even 𝒲𝒽𝓃 gave his approval, teasing Jungkook endlessly. Together, they all shared moments of laughter, love, and friendship, proving that family, both chosen and blood was the greatest gift of all.